Hi, Christina Heffernan here again. So let's dig a little deeper into step one, starting with your research idea. Now, of course, I have no idea what you research. So I'm just going to give you ideas and show you some of the things we do in assessments, and then you can let your mind revolve and try to figure out how your research will fit in with what you can do on the assessments test bed. So to do this, first let me explain something about assessments. So I am in an assessments account and under content to assign. And we have something called a skill builder, which is an adaptive problem set. These are probably the most popular pieces of content in our system. And so if you create your study around a skill builder and then give it to us to run, we'll be able to get you a lot of people using this skill builder. You can also do studies with something we call problem solving, where students work on one problem set that ends, but then it's a little bit harder to get as many students using it. So let me describe for a moment what a skill builder is. So I've pulled up some skill builders here under grade 4. They're all organized by the Common Core state standards. But when I click on test drive, you'll see that the student is told, along with the math problem, to answer 3 correctly in a row. So they need to work until they get 3 right in a row. Your job is to insert a study somewhere inside there. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you go back to the section in our website about step 1, there's a link to the Assessments as a Research Tool website. And I'm going to walk through a few examples from that site. So here's the site. You can click on any of these blue links and they take you to a study. So let's just go and check some out. This one is a study that compared Dweckian interventions. So it's a skill builder, but it starts out with a little bit of a survey. And then we split the group of students who have entered this problem set into 3 conditions. There's the control, where they get this video, the experiment, they get this other video, and then there's a fancy format for the second condition, the third condition. They all work through those videos. They all then do the exact same problems, and then they're asked to finish up a skill builder and work until they get 3 right in a row. You then would get the data to try to explore the differences between the conditions. Here's another example. Monotony and boredom. So the control, all the problems are from the same. In the experiment, the problems are different. And so that's the only difference between the 2 conditions. In this one, we're studying students' time estimations. So before they start their problem set, before they start solving problems, we ask them something a little bit about the content. We say, how long is it going to take you? And over here, we just ask them a survey. But on this side, we tell them what really did happen with real students when they were doing these problems. Does that make a difference? So that's the type of study that this one's being done. Here's another example. We have 3 conditions. There's the control with video condition, and then the value video condition. So we had 2 conditions with video, 1 without video. The 2 videos were different, and we tried to see if there was a difference in the way that the students performed as they went through that skill builder. And here's another one. We had the exact same problems, but when the kids got hints in the text condition, then they just got text. In the video condition, they got the exact same words, but in a video. So then we look at the results for how well kids went through the problem set. If there's a post-test, we look at the post-test. And so that's another type of study that was set up. And one final example, and there's more on the website. This is comparing a hint condition with a scaffold condition. So students get hints here, and over here, if they get the problem wrong, they get asked questions. So this is a question, and this is a question, and they have to work through it. And then we saw the differences between those 2 conditions. This one was really interesting in that the difference between the conditions depended on the student's prior knowledge. And when you get to the data section, you'll see that that's some of the data that we can give you. So that's just a little walkthrough about research that's already been done in assessments, a great place to get your mind thinking about what you can do with your ideas in the assessments test bed.